ليزين معبد بتاح في منفس. نتجه الآن إلى الدرج العظيم، رحلة تكشف حكاية الملوك والآلهة وحكاية مصر التي لم تعرف سوى الخلود. An idealized image that affirms the power and the greatness of kings. مجرد دور للعبادة، بل كانت مؤسسات ثقافية واجتماعية. And that eternity was earned through virtue, knowledge. These masterpieces before you were carved from hard stones such as granite, sandstone and quartzite تحت سقف واحد في المتحف المصري الكبير. And now let us prepare for a truly historic exhibition. كيلوغراما عيناه من الكوارتز والأوبسيديان محددة بخطوط beneath one crown. وعلى ظهر القناع تعد شاهداً على حياة الملك السياسية والحربية باعتباره ملكاً محارباً يقود جيشه لحماية شعبه وأرضه. 6 royal chariots were discovered, protector and symbol of the warrior king. It is accompanied by the solar disk.
Fisherman Saeed Gamil says he's lost everything after rising Nile waters inundated homes and fields in northern Egypt. It's flooding that's forced him to move around by boat. And it's also intensified a war of words between Egypt and Ethiopia over the latter's recently inaugurated mega dam. In his Nile Delta village, Gamil said people have been forced to sleep on their roofs, but were now moving because their buildings had started sinking into the water.
The water level is extremely high, much higher this year. Before, it would rise for 2 days and then recede. Now it has been high for a long time, and it's not like before.
The Nile has long been affected by seasonal flooding due to monsoon rainfall in the Ethiopian highlands that usually peaks in July and August. But this year, a late-season surge has pushed north from Ethiopia, through Sudan and into Egypt. What's changed, Egyptian authorities say, is the commissioning of Ethiopia's Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam that they had opposed from the start. At its inauguration on September 9th, Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed said the dam was built to bring prosperity to the region and never to hurt Ethiopia's brothers. Egypt's Water Resources and Irrigation Ministry, however, has accused Ethiopia of operating the dam recklessly. In a statement, it detailed discharges from the dam that it said helped trigger a man-made late flood. Here's former Minister of Water Resources and Irrigation, Mohammed Nasser el-Din Alam.
When our Ethiopian brothers started operating the dam, they chose to inaugurate it when it was completely full, including the space meant for emergency floods. That made the water overflow like waterfalls, which looked impressive visually. When an unexpected late flood came, they had no buffer left. They were forced to release it all.
Ethiopia has rejected the Egyptian statement as malicious and riddled with numerous baseless claims. Instead, it argued that regulated releases from the project had reduced flood impacts. Without the dam, Ethiopia claimed that heavy rain would have caused historic destruction in Sudan and Egypt. In Sudan, the UN's migration agency said floods in the city of Bari, just across the Blue Nile from the capital Khartoum, had displaced around 1,200 families last week and destroyed homes, compounding an 18-month war that had also crippled the country's ability to respond.
Isaiah 31. What sorrow awaits those who look to Egypt for help, trusting their horses, chariots and charioteers, and depending on the strength of human armies instead of looking to the Lord, the Holy One of Israel. In his wisdom, the Lord will send great disaster. He will not change his mind. He will rise against the wicked and against their helpers. For these Egyptians are mere humans, not God. Their horses are puny flesh, not mighty spirits. When the Lord raises his fist against them, those who help will stumble, and those being helped will fall. They will all fall down and die together. But this is what the Lord has told me. When a strong young lion stands growling over a sheep it has killed, is not frightened by the shouts and noise of a whole crowd of shepherds. In the same way, the Lord of heaven's armies will come down and fight on Mount Zion. The Lord of heaven's armies will hover over Jerusalem and protect it like a bird protecting its nest. He will defend and save the city. He will pass over it and rescue it. Though you are such wicked rebels, my people, come and return to the Lord. I know the glorious day will come when each of you will throw away the gold idols and silver images your sinful hands have made. The Assyrians will be destroyed, but not by the swords of men. The sword of God will strike them, and they will panic and flee. The strong young Assyrians will be taken away as captives. Even the strongest will quake with terror, and princes will flee when they see you.